Sawadee krap, welcome to Thailand News Today from the Thaiger, and welcome to the plant, which will be helping me with the program today. Also, we'd like to remind you that if you haven't subscribed, you can do so. Also, you can set the notification so when there is a new YouTube video from the Thaiger, you just get that notification. So set the bell. In the meantime, let's check today's main Thai news stories. The COVID-19 vaccination website for foreign residents is apparently working again after an alleged data leak yesterday where some people reported that they could see personal information, including passport numbers, of other people who had registered for a vaccine. The buggy site is live again, but for us at the Thaiger, the button to set an appointment still isn't working, but will persist. Posts of the thailandintervac.com data leak were shared on social media where in the user information field other people's names, passport numbers and locations were visible. One blogger said that when he clicked on the edit button, other names with personal details would appear. The glitch happened while the website's tech team was revising the coding system to keep up with the demand to allow more people to register for a vaccine, according to the Department of Disease Control Office of International Cooperation, claiming that the problem was only for 10 minutes. But online messages claim the bug lasted for a lot longer than that. The Thai PM is fending off near-daily calls for his resignation, insisting he's not going anywhere before the end of his term in office. Prayut Chan-o-cha was speaking during a parliamentary session yesterday when he declared his intention to see out his 4-year term. The last general election was in March 2019. The speech was part of an address to senators to justify an executive decree authorising a 500 billion baht loan. The PM says the additional borrowing is necessary for the recovery of Thailand's decimated economy and to help those facing financial hardship as the result of the pandemic. The PM has also hit out at his critics who, he says, have distorted the facts surrounding the government's handling of the COVID-19 crisis. That criticism has ramped up recently as the national vaccine rollout encounters supply problems that have seen appointments postponed, with hospitals and provinces saying they've received fewer vaccines than promised. After the Red Bull heir, Vorayut Yovidja, aka Boss, was allowed to evade justice for a 2012 hit and run when a Bangkok policeman was killed by a car Boss was driving, at least 10 people may face investigation. The National Anti-Corruption Commission is considering launching a probe into a number of individuals, including police officers and prosecutors, who it's alleged colluded to have charges against Boss dropped. The NACC says a report carried out by an independent group chaired by a former NACC head shows that around 10 individuals played a significant role in helping Vorayut evade justice. An NACC subcommittee has recommended the individuals in question be investigated as it's believed they deliberately acted to subvert justice. In September 2012, a Bangkok police officer died when the motorbike he was riding was rammed by a grey Ferrari being driven by Boss. Both the policeman and the bike were dragged around 100 metres along Sukhumvit Road before Boss fled the scene in his car. Vorayut was able to postpone over 5 court appearances and finally managed to flee Thailand in 2017. He's since been tracked down by the media in various international locations, including London, Singapore and Dubai. Thai police, or any other police for that matter, haven't had the same level of success. Thailand's first homemade COVID-19 vaccine has begun human trials after trials on monkeys and rats showed a high success rate in preventing transmission of the virus. Researchers began human trials yesterday. The vaccine's being developed by the Chula Vaccine Research Centre at Chulalongkorn University and King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital in Bangkok. If successful, the Chula COVID-19 vaccine will be the second COVID-19 vaccine to be manufactured in Thailand, in addition to the locally produced AstraZeneca vaccine. Chula COVID-19 is an mRNA vaccine using technology similar to the Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna vaccines. The vaccines work by instructing human cells to make a spike protein to trigger an immune response to COVID-19. The first stage of human trials for the Chula COVID-19 vaccine will involve healthy volunteers who are participating under medical supervision at the King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital. It's hoped that the Chula COVID-19 could go into mass production before the middle of next year. Assuming we'll be able to import the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines by the end of this year, I merely ask the question, why?
Want to keep up to date with what's happening in Thailand? Download the Thaiger app. It works on both Android and Apple. And it's free. All the latest news, videos, and information at one click from your phone. Go to your Play Store or App Store and download now.
Amid clashes with rebel fighters and ethnic troops backing the anti-coup movement in Myanmar, media outlets run by the Burmese junta claim an ethnic army killed 25 construction workers after abducting 47 people last month. Photos of what appear to be 25 dead bodies in a forest were published and broadcast by the Global New Light of Myanmar newspaper, owned by the government, and Mayawati Television, owned by the country's army. Reuters reported that they were unable to verify the reports from either side at this stage. The Assistance Association for Political Prisoners estimate 860 people have been killed by security forces, while the junta claims the number of casualties is a lot lower than that. The prominent armed wing of the Karen National Union has sided with the anti-coup movement, leading to clashes between the ethnic army and the Burmese military. Checking the COVID news, and 3,000 new COVID-19 cases and 19 coronavirus-related deaths were reported by the CCSA today. There's been 401 COVID-19 cases in Thailand since the start of April. Out of the new cases confirmed today, 640 were detected in correctional facilities, reaching the shameful total of more than 30,000 inmates at Thailand's overcrowded prisons since the start of April. In other local COVID news, the CCSA is monitoring and carrying out proactive COVID-19 testing in certain areas around Bangkok that are at risk of cluster outbreaks, including fresh markets, public transportation stations, entertainment venues, labour and immigration offices, government offices, factories, department stores, restaurants, supermarkets, elderly care centres, child care centres, religious places and banks. I think that's about everything. And Her Majesty the Queen has donated powered air purifying respirators valued at 20 million baht to 76 hospitals in 76 Thai provinces. The respirators will help to protect medical staff during surgical operations or the delivery of babies for COVID-19 patients. Thank you for watching, and thank you to the plant for all your help today. If you haven't subscribed to the Thaiger, please do so, and don't forget our daily Good Morning Thailand program, which goes online sort of mid-morning each day. We hope to be going live with that program in the next few days. In the meantime, thank you for watching the Thaiger, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.